Captain Lotus Vision is an optional boss in Black Myth Wukong, and there's a trick here to make this fight much easier. And even though this is an optional boss, you should definitely defeat him, primarily for two reasons. One, it unlocks all the prison cells in the Pagoda Realm, which has a lot of hidden treasures you don't want to miss. And I'm going to do a complete walkthrough of this area. So if you like that, I would really appreciate a subscribe. And second, it helps you get one of the strongest, the most unique weapon in the game, a weapon like no other. So let's defeat him. First things first, you want to jump onto the rocks on the left and then jump down to avoid fall damage. Next, as soon as you land, you want to use the clone spell, and if you want to know how to get this, I will link that in the description below. Anyways, after that, close the distance and he starts off by sending towards you trios of projectiles in 3 short bursts. Next up, he forms a circle of projectiles around his head and after a considerable delay targets you. At this point, I immobilize him and you and your clones want to go hammer and tongs at him to get the best head start. At this point, he will teleport to a different location. You want to immediately run towards him, and when you see orbs of light going in circles around his staff, it's a laser attack. So get behind cause they don't track. Captain Vision is finally going to realize that you are behind him and then sends forth trio of projectiles at you from earlier. In another variation of the same move, he sends forth 5 or 6 projectiles from his staff. Okay, next bit is important. When you see his staff suddenly glow bright, it's a beam attack. And in between his attacks, you want to be as aggressive as possible. Okay, remember the trick we spoke about at the beginning of this video? Yeah, this is it. When you see him go to the back center area of the arena, he will do a series of attacks which are almost impossible to dodge. So this is what you do. Run towards the rock on the left. His attacks do not hit you there. And there are 2 phases to this. First one you just saw, which is followed by a laser show on the floor. The rocks are going to protect you from all of his attacks. This right here is going to single-handedly win you the fight. So at this point, you want to run towards him, jump over the lasers on the floor and get some damage in. Now I'm sure at this point your immobilize spell is ready to go. So use that and get his health to half or even more with the spirit attack. Another attack you can see him do are these mini explosions on the ground. But if you remain close, you can completely dodge them. Just as before, he teleports. So you want to close that distance once again while avoiding all these projectiles. And as I'm about to hit him, Captain Vision here decides to levitate, forms a circle of projectiles around him which can all target you, following which he comes down and I go up. Pillar stance, heavy attack. Okay, I need to mention one point. In the second half of the fight, he will teleport much more aggressively, so you want to watch out for that. Okay, this is a new move of second phase, but it's quite easy. I don't know if I missed something, but he calls forth laser from above. But yeah, as you can see, they are nowhere near me, which might not be the case for you. So you want to constantly move around during this phase. Okay, another second phase move, he will teleport thrice and each time he appears, he will send forth a laser. So avoid that, and the fourth one will be a laser beam which will keep tracking you. So roll in the opposite direction of the beam. So that's about it. You have seen all the different moves this boss can do, and don't forget to completely avoid the big attack by hiding behind the rocks. So now the main question is, was this guide helpful? Comment below and let me know. And if you like what you see and you want to see more, a like and a sub would be simply lovely. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.